Hello everybody, welcome to my channel Gus ASP.NET Source Code. In this video, let's continue our user manual, chapter 2, user administration user. This user manual is created for application named Receive Payment Management System and also for simple receive payment. You can visit my website, that is gusaspnetsourcecode.com. I have two simple application. Those are Receive Payment Management System and Simple Receive Payment. Now let's start our user manual, user administration user. Definition: user is a person that has access to application, like access to display data, create, edit, approve, or invalidate, or edge. Usually, a user is set up for an employee of the organization or the company using the application. But in some cases, a user with a restricted access can be created for a non-employee user. For example, for a company guest who need to see in glance the application used by the company. Okay, let's see the rules for user administration. Primary key is Gus user, generated automatically at approve process. User unique key, that is user ID, means that duplicate value for user ID is not allowed. Administrator, only administrator can add a new user or edit existing user. Active, only active user can log in to RPMS or SRP. And about employee, every employee can only have one user ID. Okay, let's start with our application. Open our Receive Payment Management System here. Click Get Login by click the login. The password is Gus48, or you can leave it the password blank. Just click login because this is a demo version. We don't need to input the password. Login. And let's see user administration user. User administration user consists of two parts. User master for list of user that are ready for application. User master, let's find. This is the list of user. Now, history update for each user within user master. Okay, I want to see the history update for Pelangi. Click the Gus user. Click. Here it is. Pelangi was created at 23 February and then updated at 15 March and then updated again at 15 March. This is the historical update. And what about change password history? Let's display. Okay, this is the display. It was first password update by Gus admin at 23 February and updated by Pelangi herself at 15 March. Okay, now let's continue. The second part is user maintenance. Here we can create new user and edit user data. Let's see the application. data maintenance, click button data maintenance. We can create and also edit existing user. Okay, now let's create a new user. Create or add new user. Click button add. Click button add. Choose maintenance type is new user. Leave Gus master blank and input Gus user ID. Let's see. User ID. This is our user ID. Now I want to create. For example, I will create for user Yono. Employee is, oh, there is no Yono here, so I will create for Shafi'i. Username is Shafi'i. And user ID can be user ID Shafi'i. User ID can be different from username. Let's try Shafi'i. But I can also give user ID that is different from username. For example, I will create username SYA as active user, not an administrator. User profile is access to, for example, for budget controller. On description, use Shafi'i. Where is Shafi'i? Let's see our master. Shafi'i is a vice director. Description. Okay, maintenance node, new user. And the password, I will give the password as okay. Now let's save. Save success. Now let's see our master. We see here the Shafi'i has not been here. Okay, let's see our rule and our data flow. Here is our data flow. When a process save, in process save, data taken from employee master and user profile master and then save into maintenance data. Here is our maintenance data. We already saved the process to create new user. The data actually is still in maintenance data and not yet in user master. Let's see again our data flow. While in process save, the status is just created, data still in maintenance data. Later in the process approve, data will be get from maintenance data and sent to user master. Okay, I repeat. When process save, data is still in maintenance data. And then when the data is approved, the data will be get from maintenance data and sent to user master. Let's see. We see here, this is our user master. We don't see any Shafi'i here. Because the data is still just created and in maintenance data. Now let's approve. Yes. Let's check our master. Let's see. After I click this button find, the Shafi'i will be here. Find. You see here. Shafi'i now is already in user master. Okay. Now let's discuss again. Our rule. Here is our rule. Unique key is user ID. Now I will try to create a new user with the user ID as YA. For example, for Sun. Now let's see. Save. Oh, I'm sorry. Save. Saving file. User ID as YA or username Sun already exists in master. You see here? The user ID already exists. Let's check our user master. You see here, user ID SYA already exists. This is what we mean about unique key is user ID. Now, let's save with another user ID. For example, now let's check find this character. Okay. Password. Save. Oh, I'm sorry. The password is not identical. Now let's save. Let's check again in our user master. We don't see Sun here. Now let's approve. Approve, yes. Let's check. Now Sun is already here. Okay, I have created two user and now I will show you how to edit existing user. We can edit, include password or exclude password. Oh, I'm sorry. I will try to use this rule. The rule active. Only active user can log into RPMS or SRP. Now let me show you. I will log in as Sun or as Shah. And I input the password. The login is success. Oh, I'm sorry. This is not SYA. Sun. Okay. This is I login as Sun. Now let's see our rule. Only active user can log into RPMS. I will show you what if I change Sun to be inactive. Let's check our user administration. This is our master user. Sun is active. Now I will change Sun to be inactive. I click data maintenance. I add. edit existing user. I will edit the soon to be inactive. Edit exclude password because I don't want to update the password. Click Ghost Master and find soon here. Click and then I will edit soon as not active. I will save it. Save. Let's check our user master. Soon is still active. See here, still active. Now I will approve. I'm sorry. I want to make soon to be not active. I uncheck the active and click save. Now I will approve. Let's check here. Soon is still active. Now I will approve. Yes. Let's see. Fine. Soon is now not active. Now let's check if soon still can log in. Soon, and then I will log in. What will we see? Wrong user ID or password. Why? Because soon is not active. This is the message. Wrong user ID or password. System RPMS cannot find soon as a active user. Now let's change again. What if I change soon to be active? This is not active. Sorry. Data maintenance. I add and edit user exclude password. Pick the soon and check the active. Activate soon. Now save. Let's check it is still no. Let's check again. Fine. This is still no. Soon is not active. Now I will approve. Yes. And then now I will try to log in again as soon. As soon. And taram. Soon is successfully get login to RPMS. Okay, everybody. I think this is clear enough. Let's see if we still have something that is still not clear yet. Okay, I will repeat our data flow diagram. When in processive, data is taken from employee master and user profile and then stored in maintenance data. And when a process approved, data will be get from maintenance data and sent to user master. Okay, let's see page by page. Okay, everybody. I hope this is clear enough. Thank you for watching my video and I hope that we will meet again in our next video. And don't forget to click subscribe to my channel. And if you want to contact us for our source code, you can click here for comment or else, and you can input your name, and pick your visitor ID, input all the data here and submit to us, and wait for our reply. Okay, everybody, thank you very much and see you in our next video.